All right, well, hi everyone. So we're just doing a little bit of hot cocoa quarter today, and then we're going to be hopping right into doing the Genshin event because it is live right now, and I figured we'll have some time, so we'll take a look at that. But it's nice to see you all, um, and I guess we can just get right into it. So let me hop over to the schedule for this week. So this week's schedule is gonna be mostly Genshin, a little bit of Honkai Star Rail. Today we're doing Hot Cocoa Corner and Genshin, the main event, which is the one with Itto, and that's going on right now. Tuesday we're gonna be doing some more of the Itto event. I don't know how much we're gonna get done of it today, but we'll do a little bit more tomorrow. And then Wednesday, Honkai Star Rail 2.2 is supposed to be live, and that'll be at around 8 a.m. because that's be a Wednesday. Thursday will also be a little bit more Genshin for 4.6 at 8 p.m. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm going to be resting. Excuse me. One, because Mother's Day is going to be on this weekend, and I might be celebrating it a little bit early with my family. It depends on the weather. Because we were going to do a lot of outdoor things, and we want to make sure it's a nice day with my mom. So happy Mother's Day to those of you guys who celebrate it. Hi, Blaze. But yeah, happy Mother's Day for those of you who celebrate it, and happy Mother's Day to your moms, and all that great stuff. Yeah, I think, let's see, I think we're gonna get, after this week, we're gonna get another week of a lot of Genshin, and then after that, Withering Waves is going to be coming out, and we're going to be doing a lot of Withering Waves, as long as I can figure out how to play it. So we have that, and then just to kind of take a look at our lists of other things that have been going on. Okay, so we have the pre-installation notice for Honkai Star Rail, so it's good to do this just because it helps save you time when you actually update the game. So pre-installation notice is important. Do this so I can hear myself. We got another little cute comic for Withering Waves from about Ling Yang, who's a little kind of like lion boy. Super cute little comic there if you guys want to read it. Also some stuff for Honkai Star Rail, going into some of the events that's gonna be happening. Of course, we have the Iridescent Tour. They have this event page. Let me hop over to it. I don't think I have to log in. Okay, but basically you can submit pieces and stuff like that. I don't. What's that? I don't think there's any like reward or anything. It's just kind of if you want to share how well you did during the event. I think there's also some like fan made. There might be some fan made music on here too, but they're all very nice. You know, it's basically definitely the rhythm game and so on. If you want to submit stuff, you don't have to, of course, if you don't want to, but that's going on as well. Let's see what else. This. Oh, I think this might be what's her face? Um can't remember her name right now, but that her. I remember. Let's maintenance is going to be happening pretty soon. I believe the maintenance is actually tomorrow. This one is because this is for UTC +8, so that's for in China. So it's actually to yeah, tomorrow, and then it should be live by May 8th. We have that, some travel encounters, Milvy's birthday, which is another thing too, is like I'm surprised that Honkai Star Rail doesn't have more clear birthdays, considering birthdays are such a big thing in a lot of the MiHoYo games. The only one we actually have is like March 7th, which is that's when she picked, and a lot of people kind of figured out that Adventurine's birthday would technically be on May 5th/6th, because in the game he's born on a certain holiday, and that holiday has a real world equivalent by a similar name, and that happens on May 5th/6th. So we have that too. Let's see. Here's the iridescent store we're gonna do pretty soon. Some more Ling Yang stuff. Oh, I think what we could do is we can actually watch the Ling Yang video. There's a little chibi Faruzan that's kind of cute. Where they do it. Yeah, Robin's coming. Oh, it was Candace's birthday. Hi, Kaj. We're just doing some little hot cocoa corner, and then we're going to go over into doing Genshin. But we had Candace's birthday. Very cute art. I think she looks really nice. She got the little chibi version too. Actually, I thought it was cute. She gets earrings the same color as her eyes. I thought that was kind of cute. Yeah, here we go. So we can kind of sort of react to this real quick. This is the Ling Yang debut. I've seen it before. It's actually really good, but let me make it bigger. Hopefully the sound won't cut out or anything. But we can watch it anyway. All right, so here we go.
It's your first performance ever, Lin Yang. You ready for this? These poles are way taller than what we practiced on. And this one's for our troops. Can't afford to mess up. Lin Yang! On your feet, Ling Yang. Doubting yourself already?
Master,
Why did you become a lion dancer? It's time to think about it.
That's so
Humans.
smooth.
They confuse me. Hunt, run, hunt again. I act on instinct, like all animals do. All animals, except those bipeds, they keep doing extra things. Things that don't help them survive.
Hey, you! Hey! Wanna come play with us?
You're not scared of me?
Why scared of you? You don't look that different. The big lion's on our side. It's gonna scare off all the bad guys.
How long has it been?
Cat.
Turns out, I already knew.
It's almost time for his solo. Lin Yang! He'll make it.
Reporting in. The spirit of lion dancing. It's about courage. Courage to crush any fear in its wake. The show is just beginning. Every step, every twirl, I know them all by heart. This costume is my second skin now. I'll keep the spirit burning. Always have, always will.
That is really good. It is really good. Couple things I wanted to note. Let's see. Mute it this time. When he fell in the beginning, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" He's like, he really hit the ground, and I was like, "Oh, is he okay?" Oh, also too, another thing, a lot of people have been mentioning about how good the NPCs look in this game, and I have to agree with them. I mean, what's really nice about them is that they look, each one seems to be very unique, and it's kind of like any one of them could be playable, any one of them could be the hero of their own story, which is very realistic because you think about it, it's like you are the main character of your own story. So I think it's really good. Related to Gongming. Yeah. I know. It's kind of funny because before Gongming came out, some of his what you call it, concept art had him being blonde. This little guy actually started off as a full lion furry though. He didn't change into his human form with just the tail and the ears until like those beta 2. A lot of people were happy about that because they weren't so sure how to feel about a furry or a full, anthropomorphic lion kid. But I like his design. I think he's really cute. He's a cute little guy, and I know originally in the closed beta, his voice was really, really squeaky, and I think they changed his voice actor because, like, if you listen to him, he sounds a lot more like he's like 14, 15 now, instead, which kind of more matches what his body shape looks like versus him being like, 5, sounding like he's 5. So you can hear it here.
On your feet, Ling Yang. Doubting yourself already?
Master,
The way he kind of curls up too, it's like poor little guy. You want to give him a head pat. He's just so cute. But yeah, he's like, his voice sounds a lot better. It matches his design more instead of the super squeaky voice. I saw a video the other day. They compared it, and wow, he really was super squeaky.
Why did you become a lion dancer? It's time to think about it.
Yeah, this animation or this cut here, where it starts off as the mantis bit, and then my noise cancellation. Yeah, I had to fiddle around with the sound the other day. Give me a second. I think that might have been thunder. I just heard. Noise. Okay. How does that sound? I just turned the noise gate on. Testing, testing, testing. Oh. I hear footsteps. It's not good. My tech support is coming to help. Okay, this is what I was talking about the other day. You think you have it perfect, and then suddenly it's like, oh no, here, you have to re-update it every single time. And unfortunately, unless I guess I open up my own tab to listen to myself, it's hard for me to check it. So if I ever do sound weird, just let me know, you guys. But anyway, but this cut here is really cool, this transition, I guess, because I don't even know when it actually changes. Yeah, because it's like, it starts off as that mantis claw, and then it comes down, and it's just like, nope, farmer scythe, which I thought was kind of neat.
Humans. They confuse me.
I like the bunny too. I hope we see the rabbits in the open world. I'd like to see them hanging out. That'd be cool.
Hunt, run, hunt again. I act on instinct, like all animals do.
This is just so beautiful. If this conveys well enough into the game, that is going to be amazing.
All animals, except those bipeds. They keep doing extra things.
I don't know if, like somebody mentioned before, I don't know if calling humans bipeds was the correct word, considering Ling Yang himself is on 2 feet. He's a biped. He probably should have just said humans, but still a bit of buzzing, not horrible though. Okay, I could probably tweak the speakers. Hang on. Moderate. Okay, testing. I turned it from moderate to high. Does that sound better? It might be my computer. It's making a lot of fan noises too. No change. Okay. Well, here, give me a minute. Okay, testing. How's that? Any better? I kind of moved my microphone to the other side. No? Okay. I'll just move it back. It must be something else going on, because if it's not the fan... Well, I'll fiddle with it maybe some other time. I do know if the sound is up too high on your guys' end, it might sound a little buzzy. I've noticed that the other day when I was watching Rev Says Desu. His thing was so high that if I didn't have my sound down at least a little bit, his thing got kind of crackly. I don't know if that's the same thing, but we'll just go from there. But so anyway, but I like these kids because I'm like, finally, here's some kids who actually act nice. You know, because usually when they have the whole, ooh, they're meeting a non-human entity, the kids are always like, they always have the kids being mean and like throwing rocks and other stuff like that. And in this case, the kids are like, dude, you got lion ears and a tail. We don't care. You seem nice. Come play with us. So I like these kids. I vouch for them.
Things that don't help them survive.
Hey, you! Hey! Wanna come play with us?
Also, the little flicky flick of his ears, that's so cute. That is so cute.
You're not scared of me?
Why scared of you? You don't look that different.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, why should we scare you? You don't look that different. Which fits so much. I remember reading a book. It was called Wings. and it was about a kid who one morning he woke up and he had grown basically big bat wings, and he was given such a hard time by his schoolmates and society that even though his bones got really thin and he was able to fly, he made the decision at the end to get his wings surgically removed. Which means that not only did he lose the ability to fly, but now all of his bones were hollow and brittle. So I'm like, so you just now have basically weak bone syndrome, or what is that? Fragile bone syndrome, something like that, and lost the ability to fly. Like, now you're worse off than you started. And I was just so mad about that book, because it basically was saying like, oh, if you you should change what is different about you to fit in. Like, that is a horrible message to tell kids. I read it back when I was like 12 or 13. I'm still mad about that book. But I like this. I was like, it's like, hey, we don't care you got lion ears and a tail. You seem to be a good guy. Come play with us. So I thought that was really cute.
The big lion's on our side. It's gonna scare off all the bad guys.
I like this is cute too on just the whole, like, even though they're still images, because I heard somebody, they were saying about like, oh, they should have had these a little bit more animated too. But I think it's fine that it's a still image, because it's kind of trying to show like his past and all that he's gone through. So like you have here.
How long has it been?
I like the photobombing cat. And this cat being like, hello, and he's since he's slightly off, whatchamacallit, he's slightly fuzzy. He's like, okay, actual photobombing cat, which I thought was really funny. Turn this down a little bit, actually. And then here he is training with the other dragon dancers. This is something that I think that in Genshin Gongming should have had, because with Gongming, he's the only dancer. All the other guys were drummers, and Ling Yang gets supported by his whole troupe. So I think that's more important. It's kind of interesting too. You see the kids who became his friends watching him too. So they're like sticking around and being by his side. I think that's really cute. I hope we get to meet them in the game somewhere. That's like, oh yeah, we're Ling Yang's friends. That would be real super cute. Here he is training on the pots for the dance. I don't know exactly what happened here, but I mean, I guess either they lost somebody or they messed up or something like that, because they all look really down. Plus it's raining, which always is worse when you feel down. Yeah. This is funny. This is like the, whoops, we slipped up, but now we're all pushing into the water, which is cute. The camaraderie here is really nice.
Turns out, I already knew.
It's almost time for his solo. Yin Yang!
He'll make it.
Reporting in.
Yeah. What's nice about the whole thing too is like you can tell who the playable characters are, but the NPCs look pretty good too, and so it's they all fit in the world together. Nobody's like super standing out, like they're like not like neon pink or something, which is really nice. Also, the song is really good.
The spirit of lion dancing. It's about courage. Courage to crush any fear in its wake. The show is just beginning.
looks really cool. Yeah, I know that with the 5 stars that they're gonna have for this game, there's like Calcharo, who's like adult man. There is Jing Shi, and she's an adult lady. We have Ling Yang, and then we have Verena and Encore. And Verena and Encore are both little. Whoops, sorry, little girl. I whacked my microphone. Are little girl models. I think they're actually the only 2 little girl models that we have so far, and I think Ling Yang is actually the only smaller or younger male model that we have. Some people are saying that we might actually get a banner where you can select the 5-star you want. I'm not 100% sure because one of them had said that, oh, here's a banner, a starter banner, or you roll to 50 and you get a random 5-star. But then there was other ones that were like, oh, here you can roll to 80 and get the standard 5-star. Which I don't know whether that's the standard 5-star is going to be like, if you're going to be able to save it for later, like, oh, I've been rolling and playing for like 6 months and I haven't gotten X character, so I'm going to roll on this banner and finally get X character. Or if it's like, oh, this is only for patch 1, make sure you roll on the one you want. I don't know which one I want. I think they're all cool. So at some point I'm kind of hoping that the standard banner just stay, or not the standard banner, but the starter banner, the beginner banner, I guess you call it. The beginner banner kind of stays okay, roll 50, you'll get a 5-star, so on and so forth. Because then it takes away that choice I have to make. And I'll just be like, okay, I'm happy with whoever it is I got. So that. But this one kind of just shows some of Li Yang's fighting skills. It looks really good. It's like flashy, but not too flashy.
Every step, every twirl, I know them all by heart.
So it looks pretty good. I believe he is a Glacio character, so he's an ice character. But at this point, I don't know exactly what the importance of the elements are in this game. Apparently, there are no like elemental reactions. So I'm not 100% sure how this whole thing's going to work in. We'll have to get into the game and check it out. I'm sure they'll have the tutorial and explain the whole thing. Because I don't see how or why would you put in like elemental reactions if they didn't matter at all. So we'll have to just see.
This costume is my second skin now. I'll keep the spirit burning. Always have, always will.
Also, this just looks beautiful. Just back up a second. Like I said, if this, because I mean, I've seen images of the videos for the game, and like if we can go to this place, like that is just so beautiful. It gives such a nice, warm feeling to it, warm and peaceful. So I'm excited to explore this world. I really want to play soon. So, but there you go. So that is Ling Yang's. Like I said, he's a standard character, Glacio character, and I think that's pretty much caught up with some of the other stuff. Like I mentioned, we're having Honkai Star Rail 2.2 coming out soon. We'll be doing that. There's Endless Zone Zero too. I don't know if I'll play Endless Zone Zero. I might download it to play around with it, but I'll have Wuthering Waves to work on, so I don't know. And I'm not sure exactly when it's coming in either, but let us go ahead and move on to Genshin, because I think that's about it for this. So let me change my... Well, actually, hang on. Go back to chatting. close to. I'm gonna switch over. No longer in. Let's see. Wait, there you go. Let's do the kimono today, because we're in Inazuma, so that makes sense. Just wake my game up a little bit, because unfortunately, Genshin is not very thrilled with standing still for very long. So, let me just move around a little bit to wake it up. Our ping's pretty good. It's like 21, so. Oh, I forgot I have to change the just chatting. Hang on one second. We are indeed doing it now. On that. Alright, there we go. Gameplay. Alright, so we are doing the main event today, or at least starting it. Like I said, I don't know how far we're gonna get to go, but we have, of course, Traveler in front because, you know, this is kind of her story, and I'm using my story team. Then, of course, we have Itto because, hey, he's like the main character of this game. And then that is thunder. we're getting more thunder. But we're having Itto, and then I kind of view these two as like the parents, because no matter what happens, even if my DPS has like no damage whatsoever, they will keep us alive. So Baizu takes care of the healing, and Zhongli takes care of the shielding, and also, or I guess it's like Baizu is healing plus Dendro plus extra physical damage with his bubble, and then Zhongli is shield and giant geo damage if required. So switch to that. Okay, and then let's see. We got to figure out where we're gonna go. It's funny. I opened up my bag before because it had a little exclamation point here, and I was like, "What is blinking?" And it was this, right? So it's an invitation from the Arataki gang, an invitation letter that is loud and colorful in both cast and content. It describes a passionate, freeform, wild, huge, border-crossing rock and roll festival in which you shall be a special guest there to awaken the burning rock and roll soul within all present. Ooh. Right. And then it's funny, if you read it, you get a note from Itto. It's, ha ha ha, want to guess who this is from? Bingo, it's me, amigo. That's right, your bestest bud who's been down here in Inazuma missing you. Ha ha ha. I recently ran into a new Fontanian friend, and he said they've got a music festival called the Iridescent Store over there. Now, yours truly, it's instantly thought of that drum-along festival we had last time, and how we drummed it up on let's see, Amakani Island, singing and scarfing down roasted lavender melons. Oh yeah, now those were some great memories. You haven't forgotten either, right, compadre? But yeah, it'd be great if you could forget the part about the Tenryo Commission botching their jobs and arresting me, totally by mistake. Sure. So this time, I've decided to work with my new pal and host an even bigger, even badder, even wilder musical party, and it's going to be called the Iridescent Arataki Rockin' for Life Tour de Force of Awesomeness. Sometimes he gives me, Po from Kung Fu Panda vibes. Like Po would come up with a name like that. What do you think? Doesn't the name alone just set your soul on fire? Excuse me, hey God. Excuse me. So stop dragging your feet and get your tushy on over to Watsumi Island, because the one in Oni has still got a lot to say. Be there or be square. If you're a no-show, then there's no show. Disclaimer. Of course, I didn't have Shinobu transcribe this for me. He totally did. That's cute. Alright, let's do this. Alright, accept the invitation. Gotta go over to Watsumi. I like Itto. He's kind of fun. It's interesting how he kind of became the somewhat like the face of Inazuma events, or I know I've even heard people call him the Archon of events, because a lot of the ones that he does end up always being so fun. So that's kind of funny. Alrighty. Oh, I already see the decorations. It's interesting that it's over here and not where they had it originally, but I mean, I guess he wouldn't have to worry about the Tenryou Commission over here, right? They don't have jurisdiction here. This is all Kokomi's stuff. Look at that though. That's nice. A nice little stage.
Whoa, so this is the venue, huh? Not half bad.
The lavender melons for the roasting. Ah, look at this. I always like these decorations they put. They just bring so much life to the event. Especially nice too when we get some of them for our teapot. Oh, there they are. Before I go up there though, I want to check this out. There's got this nice little stage with this nice wave. Look how cool that is. It's like Kokomi themed in a way. Neat. Alright, go talk to... Go. If I happen to blip out of existence for whatever reason, the storm knocked the power out. But hopefully that won't happen.
Don't you worry, Jack Attack. We'll find that dog, even if it's hiding in Tenshukaku.
Jack Attack. Itto is always just so friendly. You know? It's like, he might come across as a doofus a little bit sometimes, but he's just such a good guy.
Itto, it's just a myth.
What dog?
Whoa, compadre! And Paimon!
It's like, this guy chasing another, Adeptol being again.
You finally made it! Oh man, have I missed you guys.
Didn't we, like, just see him? Like, we saw him in Leeway, I think. Not last patch, but the patch before. But I guess that's still, like, 2 months, so... And considering Itto kind of views us as part of the Arataki gang, he probably really did actually miss us. Such a good guy. I love him.
Oh, yeah, and this is Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine. Jack Attack, you know these two, right?
It's like, yep, we've seen this dude before.
Hey, Mr. Dvorak, it's you!
Hey.
It's so wonderful to see you both again. I feel like that lantern rite was just yesterday. How have you been?
Yeah, that lantern rite was not this past one, but the one before that. So it has been a while since we've seen this guy.
Pretty good! So how did you end up hanging around with Itto? Is he helping you with the iridescence tour now?
Oh, you better believe it, Minnie Melon. But that's only half the story.
This is a point, Mini Melon.
This is no ordinary iridescence tour. Me and Jack Attack are teaming up to turn this into the iridescent Arataki Rockin' for Life tour de force of awesomeness.
I like the new moves that they gave the characters. He's not just doing like his idle default stuff. He's actually like pointing with his fingers. That is so cool.
Rockin' for life? What do you know about rock and roll, Bullchucker?
He chucks rocks. That definitely works.
Huh? What, you never heard a bullchucker rock before? Moo, moo, moo!
Moo moo.
Don't try and understand it, Minnie Melon. It'll melt your mind. It's about letting loose. Come on, give us some lavender melon rock.
Okay, speak for yourself, mister. Sounds like you're the one whose mind is melting.
He's having fun. It's like, just to backtrack a little, what's this dog you were talking about?
Just a local legend I heard about. Apparently, there was a war between the islands of Narukami and Watatsumi not too long ago. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true. That was like, how long ago was that? If you were staying up to date with it, that was like 2 years ago? Yeah, something like that.
Such a waste. When will people learn? Make rock and roll, guys, not war.
A tragedy to be sure. Countless animals were affected by the fallout. A raven, a bakedanuki, a weasel thief, and many more sustained injuries.
Jeez, even the animals got hurt? Yikes.
Fair point. The animals didn't deserve that. But, not to downplay it or anything, but didn't even worse stuff happen than that?
Yeah, we lost Tepe and a bunch of other people.
In the eyes of a rocker, all living things are equally important.
That is true. So this dog get injured too?
No, the story goes that this dog was something like a ninkin. It would show up out of nowhere in the middle of a battle to rescue the injured animals and take them to safety.
Oh, that is so cute.
Rockin' and rollin' to the rescue! A king among canines! Woo! There'll always be a place for him in the Arataki gang.
Where did you hear about this?
In Rito, I was actually there while the war was going on.
He was? I don't remember seeing him.
It inspired me to write a song about it. I was even planning to host a music festival around the same theme, but unfortunately, I couldn't convince my investors.
Maybe not the best timing.
Oh, yeah. I heard all about that. They claimed they had to cancel their plans because of an accident at sea, but that was just a lame excuse.
Oh yeah, this likens back to when we met Xinyan in Inazuma. She said she came for the iridescent tour, but then she got there and they're like, "Oh, we had to cancel it. Sorry." And she was all like, "Oh." And then we ended up getting sucked into the that one domain with her and Tartaglia.
Yes, they weren't optimistic about the potential return on investment. Plus, I don't know, there seemed to be some other risks they were worried about.
What kind of risks?
Good question. Risks only apparent to people with Mora to throw around, I suppose.
Uh-oh.
I agree. When people have too much mora, they lose their rock and roll spirit.
They do, huh? So what do you mean by rock and roll spirit anyway?
know, the spirit of, you rock up, rock out, roll the dice, and roll with the punches, and that sort of stuff.
He has no idea, but he's trying so hard to make it sound good.
Huh. By that definition, aren't the investors the most rock and roll people in this scenario?
Anyway, point is, those chumps are out, and Arataki Itto is in. I'm running the show from here on out.
Oh, yeah, right! How are you gonna fill in for the investors? Do you even have any more?
I'd have faith in Itto. He tells me that the Arataki gang is a small but well-known and influential organization in this area, and has even been known to rub shoulders with the local authorities. Isn't that right?
Oh no. Are you misleading Devorah? Because, like, yeah, although technically the word gang should include this guy in. Like, the Arataki gang are not bad guys, but yeah, they are not influential organization.
Rub shoulders is putting it mildly. More like they're always locking horns.
Getting arrested.
Hey, don't look down your nose at the Arataki gang. I got connections, alright? Even the Tri-Commission listens to what I have to say.
That is Ayato humoring him.
Okay, Mr. Big Shot, whatever you say.
You can doubt it all you want, Mini Melon, but it's the truth. You know that guy in the Yashiro Commission? Well, he and I are officially bros. That's right. I'm talking about Toma, housekeeper extraordinaire.
Oh, he also knows Ayato, though. He calls Ayato his bro as well. So he knows both of them. But, yeah, Toma. Haven't seen him in a while.
And there's the general from the Tenryo Commission, Kujo Tengu. I mean, sure, we're always ribbing each other, but it comes from a place of deep mutual respect.
Considering people ship them together sometimes, that is actually kind of cute that he mentioned her.
Mutual? Yeah, Paimon's not so sure about that.
So what about the Kanju Commission? Yeah, considering the Kanju Commission is filled with nothing but NPCs. I really hope someday that they actually do put a playable character in the Kanjo Commission. Even if it's somebody like, oh, I'm the maid, or I'm the bookkeeper, or I'm the head of defense, or something. Because it feels so weird to have Itto and Ayaka and Toma in one, and Kujo-Sara in another, and then the other one just have nothing but NPCs.
Okay, fair. No first name contacts there. But the Arataki gang is a big contributor to the revenue stream. All those fines we pay.
That isn't true.
Fines?
You just think you're gonna scare Dvorak.
Huh? No! I mean the taxes. Yeah.
His face, he's like, uh-oh. Thunderstorm.
But that's not all. Let's not forget my contacts outside of the Tri-Commission, huh? Amazing, talented people from all walks of life. Like the TCG legend, Ayato. Oh yeah, he's made quite a name for himself in the TCG circles.
Ayato! Oh, that's right, I forgot. Itto doesn't know that Ayato is the commissioner. I was like, why does he not mention Ayato in the Yashiro Commission? And then I remembered, he doesn't know. Ayato never told him that he's the commissioner.
In fact, they got a saying now. Ayato of the South, Itto of the North. Ha ha ha! That's right. I'm the only serious competition he's got in all of Inazuma.
I like Lumine's smug face. But still, I like that. That's actually pretty neat. Also, Yato mention.
Did you make that saying up?
Then there's the Fox Lady, VIP customer of Yukio's ramen stall and fellow participant in the Ramen Masters Championship. I was her only worthy opponent.
I will admit, it's like, even if Itto isn't super good at, like, beetle battling or TCG or any of the stuff he talks about, he really does try, and you also can't look past the fact that this guy's an Oni. I mean, he wields around a giant stone club in his ultimate. So, The only thing I hope for is that if he ever gets an outfit, they do something that kind of buffs up his arms a little bit, so he looks more similar to like Al Hytham, because his skinny arms kind of stick out a little. But other than that, he's a good character.
Also, you know that lonely god in Tenshukaku? Well, guess what? Turns out it was her lifelong wish to catch one of Arataki Itto's events.
Lonely God? Who's that?
During the Drum-Along Festival, the Tenryo Commission were worried that their almighty shogun might have too much
Oh!
fun and lose interest in running the government. That's why they invited me over to stay for a couple of days.
He was talking about the Ryan Shogun? Oh gosh.
Wow, look at you! Sounds like you're really going up in the world. At this rate, you'll have made Shogun by the next time we see you. And then Paimon will have to call you Almighty Bullchucker.
The Arataki gang never ceases to amaze.
Well, I'll admit I heard a few exaggerations there myself, but regardless, Itto has helped me secure a venue for this event, and for that, I owe him my thanks.
It's nothing. Don't mention it. My bro Goro sorted it all out for me. Let's both go thank him later.
There we go, yep. Goro mentioned.
Wait, you know Goro?
Of course he does. They met up on that one event with the yokais, and the ghost forest.
Yep, I always knew him as General Goro of the Resistance Fighters, but I had no idea there was more to the story. Turns out, he has another identity.
Uh-oh.
You've, heard of Miss Hina, right?
Oh no, he figured it out.
Miss Hina, so you...
Hey, no need to yell, all right? Yes, Miss Hina. She's the one who told me.
Okay.
After falling for the Tenryo Commission's tricks at the Drum-Along Festival, I figured I'd find a new location this time, somewhere out of their reach, like, here, for example.
What did she tell him about Goro?
So I wrote Miss Hina a letter, asking if she knew anything about the procedure for holding an event on Watatsumi Island. She wrote me back right away and said I could ask Watatsumi Island's general for help, and that his name was Goro.
Okay, so he still doesn't know. But, yeah. I know people who ship Goro and Itto together have a whole thing about Itto finding out about Goro being Miss Hina, because Itto loves Miss Hina. And him basically finding out about it, and then just being like, I don't care, I'm perfectly chill with this, and I love you regardless, or love you because of it, or whatever. But he hasn't figured it out, apparently, in canon.
I was like, what? General Goro is the general of all Watatsumi Island?
That was close. Paimon's with you now, but what did you think General meant?
What do you mean? Isn't it like one general per squad or something?
That's called a captain.
Oh, he got his things up wrong.
Huh. Well, either way, if it wasn't for Miss Hina, I never would have known. Pretty rock and roll, huh?
Yeah, so rock and roll.
All right. Good chat, compadre. I just remembered I got a meeting with Goro coming up. Gonna ask him about that dog situation. Gonna have to love you and leave you for now.
Aww. Sure you don't want us to join? We could help.
You guys focus on having a blast here at the festival. I think I can handle this little canine conundrum. There's still a few days left until the big party, so not everything's set up yet, but the jam zone and the roasted lavender melon zone are ready for action.
Roasted lavender melon zone.
Have fun, compadre. Gotta dash.
See you later.
What a character. Kind of admire his enthusiasm, though.
Yep, sure do.
Well, it looks like it's just the three of us for now. Why don't I show you the jam zone to start with?
Sure. This ain't your daddy's iridescent store. I like him mentioning those characters. I don't know if they're gonna show up, but
Here we are. I've supplied musical scores and instruments from various regions, including a horn I personally brought from Fontaine. You can play whatever music you like.
ooh,
If you get tired, the roasted lavender melon zone is just over there. Itto says that lavender melons are rock and roll fuel. So, what do you think? Want to give it a try?
the way he sighed. So I can imagine, like, oh yeah, roasted lavender melons, they're the best rock and roll fuel. Oh, excuse me. That just kind of slipped right out there. Excuse me. All right.
Hey, cut that out! Oh, lucky Itto's gone, otherwise Paimon would never hear the end of it. Let's change the topic. What other fun stuff is there to do here, Mr. Dvorak?
Well, we're planning to invite some more music enthusiasts, and we're still getting some supplies together so we can decorate the place a little. But it could take some time. The Arataki gang has shifted their focus to the dog situation ever since I brought it up.
And he's thinking, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, Itto got distracted.
Only one of them is actually sticking to the plan. Her name is Kuki Shinobu. She's out delivering invitations right now.
Oh, of course.
Yep, that's the Arataki gang for ya. Everyone else goofs around while Shinobu gets things done. We should help out. We can't let this event get totally derailed when Shinobu's out there doing her part.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, are you sure?
Absolutely, we can handle it.
That would be extremely useful. We're starting to get behind schedule, and a couple extra pairs of hands could make all the difference.
Yeah, sure, we'll help out. Besides, we get rewards for it, so.
No problem. We're happy to help. So you need us to find some music lovers and gather materials for decorating. Was that it?
Exactly. According to the original plan, we aim to finish everything in 5 days, and then the big party can begin. Actually, give me a second. I'll make you a checklist of all the outstanding tasks. That way it'll all be clearer. Oh, also, one other tidbit to share with you. Itto is planning to perform a song on stage on the final day of the event.
Ah, nice. Itto cutscene.
Ugh, typical bullchucker always has to be the center of attention.
Look who's talking, you. Like, why don't you do a song too, Paimon?
Oh, Paimon would steal the show for sure. No one would give Itto a second look after that. Pretty sure he'd yell out, Paimon's so rock and roll it hurts, and then he'd run off the stage, bawling his eyes out.
Oh my gosh. Please, Paimon, be nice.
Those are some bold claims, Miss Paimon, but that kind of confidence would serve you well on the stage.
Paimon's just kidding. Anyway, we'll be ready for that checklist as soon as it's done, Mr. Dvorak.
Great. Feel free to take a look around. I'll bring it over in a few minutes.
It's interesting seeing the lavender melons off the tree, but not actually, like, you can't pick them up.
Well, well,
Ah!
well. If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
Izo.
Wow, Shinobu and Hazo! What a surprise!
This truly is a pleasant surprise. Although, not that surprising, to be honest. I was just telling Miss Shinobu that I had a sneaking suspicion we might run into you.
His voice is so smooth. Every time he talks, I'm just like, Yep, that guy's got a smooth voice.
Doshin Shikanoin was talking about you constantly the whole way here. I guess the universe answered his prayers.
Eh, it's called intuition. Names pop into my head at relevant moments, just the way my mind works.
Also, we haven't seen him in a long time. Great to see you both.
Paimon sure wasn't expecting Heizo to be the first one to show up.
Boss nagged me to prioritize the Tenryo Commission invitations. He specifically requested Madame Kujo Sara and Doshin Shikanoin.
So, why isn't Sarah here?
Oh, let me guess, she's busy.
Almost certainly because she has no desire whatsoever to see Itto. In her defense, here's what was written on the invitation letter.
Uh-oh.
Kujo Tengu, come meet me at the top of the Sanganamiya Shrine. Let's go nuts and have a totally rock and roll sumo wrestling match.
Oh, gee. He does not know how to pick up a lady properly.
If I were Kujo Sara, I'd jump at the chance to throw Itto off the roof.
Oh.
But then wouldn't Kokomi come and throw Sarah off too? All that stomping around on her roof, the noise would drive her crazy.
I'd like to see someone draw that, actually.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Madame Kujo Sara's response was much more magnanimous than mine would have been. She gave us a basket of lavender melons to bring as a gift.
Ah.
Magnanimous? I'm not so sure. Something tells me she's trying to send a message.
What message?
If that Oni brat wants to pick a fight with me, there will be plenty of lavender melons waiting for him at the police station.
I get all that from that, just that.
Maybe the fact you assume that says more about you than her. So what about the other basket of lavender melons, huh? Is that one from you? What message are you trying to send?
The other basket is actually from a few of us at the police station. I chipped in, and so did some other Doshin who've arrested Itto before, and so did some of Itto's former cellmates.
Oh, gee. They're all sending their well wishes with lavender melons.
So, I guess this basket of lavender melons is our way of saying, there'll always be a place for you here.
Maybe just give Boss the melons and don't mention that part.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Sure. Well, my work is done here, anyway. Now that I've delivered the lavender melons and said hello to the traveler, I should probably get going.
Aw. Well, it's good to see him.
Aren't you gonna stay for the event?
Don't worry, I'll definitely be back for the big party. But I have some business to attend to in Rito first.
Eesh, being a detective sounds busy. I got you running around all over the place. Oh, wait, Rito! Do you happen to know anything about a mystery Ninken that appeared during the war? Apparently a lot of people in Rito were talking about it.
Ah, the dog, yes? That was the inspiration behind this music festival, wasn't it? Shinobu told me all about it.
Oh, never mind. Paimon just thought a detective might have the inside scoop.
I'm only speculating here, but from experience, I'd say it's probably just a local legend. I doubt the dog even exists. What's wrong? From the look on your face, you've got a vested interest in this situation. Interesting. Well, since I'm going to Rito anyway, I can always ask around and see where it leads.
Oh, thank you. Are you sure it won't impact your work? How much do you charge for your services?
Don't be silly. If this matters to you, that's a good sign that it'll turn out to be something that interests me too.
He's supposed to kind of like represent the whole boy detective, like Detective Conan type of vibe, and I think he does a good job. It's
Stay tuned for more info. See you all soon.
See you later.
Seems like Doshin Shikanoin's quite the lone wolf. Well, I better get back to delivering these invitations. Gotta make sure the big party's a success.
Mhm. Bye, Cookie.
In that case, guess it's time for us to get to work too. Wonder how that checklist is coming along.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's that list for you. If you can work your way through all this, we'll be back on track.
Oh boy. He said all this. It's like, exactly what are we doing?
Great! Perfect timing, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get on it right away!
Thank you. I'm very grateful for your help. If you feel like flexing your musical muscles to take a break at any point, just come and find me in the jam zone.
Alright, so let's see. Oh my gosh. I like this background music. Alright, let's see. Venue decoration 06. Alright, so what's this one? Okay. I think this is the one where you're playing with the other characters. So we got, let's see. Linny, Hida, Zhongli, Hu Tao again. Oh, Niviolette. Oh, Farina. And Risley, I think. I like this music, wow. This one is dependent on who you have out to play. Yeah, I guess so. Normally, from what I remember about this one, it's you're playing and then the other person is behind you, and they're doing their part too. So you play with them. Honestly, this La 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 song that she's doing, every time I hear it, I remember the feelings I had when we found out that Nahida was like being jailed, and it was just like, we gotta get out of there. It's kind of like a heart-soaring type of song, but also be like, let's grab Nahida and get her out of there and go show her the world because she deserves it. And then of course you have Zhongli's, which is like, I think one of the most popular songs. We got that one. And then, let's see, Trinket Trawl. Let's see, follow Dvorak's checklist by defeating specific monsters, collecting designated Teyvat regional specialties, or or using the photo taking function to take pictures of specific targets to obtain the corresponding venue decorations. You can go to Dvorak to decorate the venue and make it more complete. Ah, cute. Alright, so defeat 3 types of ruin guards, defeat 2 types of primal constructs, defeat 3 types of clockwork mecha, and then these will open later on. Okay, so we got that one. What's this one? Okay. Converse with music enthusiasts and invite them to join the music festival. Complete the Twilight's Glow Nocturne, first movement, second movement, third movement. I guess this one is the rhythm, the rhythm game. So, alrighty. Oh, very cool. The venue decorations. The next part of the story unlocked once the venue is ready. You have to basically do all the little events, and then you unlock this. There's a. Go back a second. Oh, wave point locked up so we can teleport. That's good. Go here. Okay, yeah, here we go. So here is for the actual storyline. Oh, here we go. Oh, so you can actually, like, perform, or people made up their songs. That's nice. Can we play it without performing it? Kinda wanted to hear it. I like this. Cute. Here's one for Astaha. Always, Can you guys hear the music okay? Okay. And this one is a little quiet. Okay. Let me see if I can turn it up a little bit. Oh, yep, and then we have Itto. Here's the horn. And it's and a crown. Yep. We get a free Goro, which I don't know. Let me check something. Oh, okay, good. I only have a C4 Goro, so this one will be a C5. And C5 is, let's see, increases the level of Puja forward unto victory by 3. Maximum upgrade level is 15. Okay. That'll be nice. Alright. Well. Let us... let's do some of these events. Oh, okay.
Hello. Would you like to practice some music? Great. Before you get started, you'll want to calibrate your instrument. Everyone's playing style is slightly different. Let me help you with that.
It's nice that the guy is completely voice acted too. Okay, so press the spacebar or left click to the drum beat on an accented note. Adjust the decision line until it roughly coincides with the note position you entered. Okay, I guess that's good enough.
Hello. Would you like to practice some music? Great. I've been looking forward to hearing you play.
There we go. Alright, so let's see. So I guess let's just do the normal one for right now. And then we can do the, I think with some of them, like if you do pro, it covers the other ones. Yeah. By completing a higher difficulty challenge, you can claim rewards for each difficulty below it. But let's just do the normal one first. During the performance, different notes will appear on the screen. When a note falls on the decision line, strike the decision line to score points. The amount of points scored will vary depending on the timing of your stroke. A long note is represented by a long strip of light. Hold the button to play the note, then release after the light strip disappears to score points. The instrument used and the interface theme will be based on the music by default. You can use the settings menu to change the instruments on the interface theme. Okay. Yeah, with too many of them fall at one time, I get confused. I was like, ah! I like that. That was nice. I like the little Linny cat like biscuit cookie things that were falling. I thought that was cool. Alright. Alright, let's try a little bit harder now. It's kind of funny, sometimes the harder the pro is actually easier than the normal one. I remember setting it to a straight line the last time I played this. Ah! Too many! Oh yeah, true. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I can have Baizu do it if I want to. Let's do that, that sounds fun.
Hello. Would you like to practice some music? Great. I've
This just feels so weird. Ah! Ah! That was when your fingers get thrown off the keys. Yeah. Let's try that again. Ah. Okay, that was a little bit better. Yeah, I think I got the minimum, so... Yeah, I did. Some of these can be very hard. Alright. Got that. And where's this one? Oh, this one is in town. According to Dorak's info, there should be music lovers here. Talk to them and inviting them to join the music festival might be a good idea. Head over there and check it out. We'd like to invite you to attend this music festival. See. During a meeting of melodies, you must choose the most suitable note from a selection of notes to fit into the empty spaces of a track to match the hummed melody of the original song. That's good. That one. Okay, I think that's right. Aha! I guess we got it right. Ah, lovely. It seems that you're quite the dab hand at making others' wishes come true. It's been almost 20 years since I had last heard this tune. It was a boy in the neighborhood who played it for me. His wish was to travel and see the outside world. It's just a shame that I couldn't have been the one to help him. Hey, well, look at that. I've strayed from topic. I'm afraid I can't help with this music festival. The groceries can't do without me right now. Still, I'm glad to have heard this once more. Thank you so much. So, thanks for doing work for me and making my wish come true, but I can't leave. Like, what?
Come and try some creative cooking.
You know that. That guy has a deep voice. Definitely that one. I think it's that one. It's that one. I have to say, doing a music event is actually a really good idea because Genshin music is so beautiful, and so it really works. Absolutely fantastic. If not for the way you dress, I'd have suspected you were from Conda Village yourself. It sounded just like the original. Alright, I've decided. I'm heading to this festival. Maybe immersing myself in the music there might give me some new ideas. I'll move my food stall over there. Not that my skills are the most impressive, but I'm sure I'll add to the atmosphere at least, hey? He'll move his food stall. That'll be awesome. Alright, let's see. Where's the last person? Let's see. Poultry skewer with barbecue sauce, salty grilled fish, kitsu ramen. Dear customer, would you like to try some of our native Inazuman snacks? We'd like to invite you to attend this music festival. Hmm? Did I hear you wrong? Is this a music festival or a food festival? Music and a serious formal musical exchange to boot. By the way, do you have any music you enjoy? We can play it for you right now. Oh, you're serious then? Well, I do have something in mind. I can try humming it for you. Could you try playing it then? Sure, I'll give it a go. Pretty sure it's this one. Definitely that one. Definitely that one. Higher. I think that's it. There you go. Wow, what a brilliant recreation. That said, even I have no clue what this song's called. Haha. A fox-eared customer of yours likes a fox-eared customer of ours likes humming this one when she comes over for some ramen. She's one of our VIPs. Came around a few days ago, in fact, or I wouldn't have remembered that song at all. Oh, it's Yamiko. I guess that tells you all you need to know about me and music, eh? If you're looking for a food stall, I'd recommend you look for Tomoki. That fellow's not got a right adventurous spirit. Even if he is a fan of music, he should be interested nonetheless. Yep, I did talk to him. He's gonna head on over for us. It'll be funny if we get there and the Dango Milk guy is actually over there. It's kind of cute though. Itto's events just get bigger and bigger. Like, originally, it was like, oh, he did his drum along festival, and people came and they like gave stuff and left things for him, but they didn't like actually stay so much. And now it's actually like, oh no, we're actually inviting actual people. Oh. Hi, Zoa. Nope. Zoa. Nop. Nope. Zoa. Hi. We're just doing some of the main Genshin event. The music is actually really pretty. I mean, all Genshin music is always pretty, but it's nice being able to play around with it. Alright. It's like, alright, I've decided. I'm heading to this festival. Maybe immersing myself in the music there might give me some new ideas. Value decorations can submit. Oh, so you can go over there and be like, oh, here you go, have a guy with a food cart. You're getting the components in the Trinket Trillion Trawl. Let's do some of that. Let's see. I guess this is not just, oh, just in Inazuma, because it's like Clockwork Mecha or over in Fontaine, so... I think I can do... Oh. Oh, okay. Pretty sure there's some over here. Where's that one guy? I don't know if a Ruin Guard would count. I mean, they did call them Ruin Machines, so... I guess we can fight him and find out, but... Oh, there's 3 right there.
This is order. Solidify.
Let's roll! Who wants some of this? Bam!
I think that worked. Oh, oh, defeat 3 types. Okay, so that one only, even though there was 3 of them, that only counted as 1. All right. This is gonna take a little longer than I thought. Let's see if this guy counts. If he does, we can fight him and then fight up the Ruin Guard that's up there. Excuse me.
The doctor will see you.
Order guide you. Attaboy! It's showtime! Let's roll!
Okay, good. He counted. You know, it's kind of funny. Whenever the Ruin Guards kind of fall over, I tend to, like, move my character a little bit so the Ruin Guard won't fall on him. I know it won't do anything because, the Ruin Guard can't, like, damage your character after it's defeated. So it's not like it's going to smush him or anything. But I just feel the urge to be like, yeah, let's just move over here. So it doesn't fall on us.
Mind the side effects.
This guy, we gotta make sure we lead him out of there, so...
This is order.
The doctor will see you.
Odin coming through! Bam!
There we go. Yeah, because if he falls down in there, the drops by he'll either one, we won't be able to get at him. We get the horn, nice. Is Nightwind Horn. This exquisite horn is a Fontanian instrument that can be used in performances, and was a gift from Dvorak to you. They say the tones of the horn are both rich and mellow, as well as gentle, like a gentle evening breeze blowing among a thicket of trees. So, Fontanian composers often use horns to vividly bring the imagery of hunters and forests to life. Without a doubt, this instrument is inevitable suited to a musical gala celebrating life. Oh, very nice. Let's see. How long has it been since I've been in Inazuma? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like if you were playing as it came out. Let's see. Genshin is 3 years old now, and we didn't get Inazuma until was it a year? I think after we didn't get it until like a year after the game came out. So it guess depending on how fast. Well, no, wait a minute. Maybe it was less than a year. Oh. Oh, you can hold the note button to cause the Nightwind horn to play in long note. Oh, nice. Yeah, because like we started off with Mondstadt and Leeway, and they were pretty much done. They put Dragonspine in for. We had Mondstadt, then they put in Leeway. In 1.1, they put in like the Golden House. In 1.2, we had Dragonspine, and then we basically hung around here for a while until let's see, it was 1.7/2.0 because we only had 1.6 at that point. And then we went over to Inazuma. And then we were in Inazuma until I think 2.7? 2.7. And then we went to Sumeru and we were there for until 3.8, I think. And now we're in Fontaine, and it's gonna be, we're gonna stay here until 4.8 because we're having this one, then we're gonna have 4.7 with Sigewinne, Sethos, and Cloran, and then we're gonna have the summer event, which who knows what that one's gonna be, in 4.8, I think, and then we'll be moving on to Natland. So, alrighty. Let's see. Alright, so we gotta go find some of those countries. I don't really know any others other than the flying triangle Doritos. There's one.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Order guide you.
The doctor will see you.
Attaboy!
Let's see. Oh yeah. I need to raise his artifacts. Let's see. I think I do have them all properly though. Elemental mastery instead of attack. I'll have to look that up. See if that's any good or if I just have that on him because of necessity. Honestly, I think the hardest part of raising a character is the artifacts. Not only of getting a good set, but then actually raising up that set. Beetle. Alright, let's see. What other one do we have of this other than the triangles? I mean, unless they're talking about the boss. You know, actually, it's getting kind of late, so maybe we'll leave those tomorrow. But we will go over here to the event venue and at least set up some of our stuff. I'm glad they made it so you can teleport. If we had to teleport to the waypoint nearby and then constantly move over, that would have been a headache.
Hello. Would you like... Oh,
Decorate.
really? You've got the things from the list? Great. I'll take those. Thanks so much.
A few of them. We'll get the rest tomorrow. Filled with fervor, not famished. For a second, I thought that the little hand was like some sort of snake or something. I was like, what is that? Okay, yeah. And this is the one that we have to, I guess, get all of them in order to deliver, but that's okay. Oh, look at that! There he is with his stall. Oh, I love that. That's so nice. I talk to him? Rhea, this iridescent Arataki rockin' for life tour de force of awesomeness you recommend really is awesome. I've been inspired. Now I have a taste of the food I made specially for the event. Ooh. Oh, what kind of creative cuisine is that? One dango milk, please. Dango milk that's been marinated in rock and macerated in roll. Rock and roll dango milk. Here, have one on me. It's just regular. It's just regular dango milk, right? I wouldn't go that far. At least it might have been to begin with, but not after hearing all that rock and roll that I made it listen to. Oh my gosh. That's also why it now tastes like regular dango milk that's been lying around for a while. Oh no. But this way, some customers are even willing to pay double the price of regular dango milk just to get their hands on this stuff. Oh. Must be the power of rock and roll, eh? It's so mind-blowing I can't even put it into words. Rock and roll dango milk. Oh my gosh. Well, that's something I'm never gonna eat. Oh, there you go. Rock and roll dango milk. How's it different than the one? Let's see. Okay, there's no difference except for the description. Having sat beneath the stage for a day and a night, this dango milk has been fermented using the yeast of rock and roll, transforming it into rock and roll dango milk. They say that its flavor has undergone some marvelous change, but still more amazingly, that it can be sold for twice the price of the original version. That really rocks. Oh my gosh, I don't think he's supposed to be doing that. Also, too, if it's been sitting that long for a day and night, wouldn't it have gone bad? Well, I guess if it's like regular, like cow milk, and they haven't like done anything to it, because I've heard that if like you get milk right from the cow, it will actually not spoil for a while. It's what happens though is when they go in, like they take the cream off and everything, that's when it starts to go bad like really quickly, apparently. Although, of course, it's also kind of dirty when it comes out of the cow, so they gotta kind of clean it. But let's buy 2 of those. I always like event stuff. I'm just like, yep, let me buy that. I'll keep it in my inventory forever. It's like the holy water. Like, okay, we're not using the holy water. But okay. Yeah, it's getting kind of late. I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna go pick up my forging. So let's go over here. Yeah, one thing is I wish that the Watasumi Island had was they had a, I don't know if they have a cooking pot. But I do wish they had like a forge and like an alchemy table there as well, because then it would, whoops, wrong way, because then it would feel a little bit more of like, oh, this is an actual like island with people living on it, um instead of only having one at Narukami Island and so on. The previous job you asked me to do has been completed. See if it's to your satisfaction or not. By the way, do you have anything else for me? It's funny, I don't, I've never really seen this before. And to be honest, I didn't actually ask him to do it. I set it up in my teapot. I guess usually, because what happens is if I go to a blacksmith, it was to have him do something like this, which is done in like a few seconds. So also, I love this claim all button. That's such a nice thing to have. Alright, so we got that. Oh, let's see. I think I'll just condense my resin for today. It's kind of late and we could do more stuff tomorrow. It's funny, I completely forgot that Itto doesn't know that Ayato is the commissioner. Because when he was like, oh yeah, my bro at the Yashiro Commission, Toma. Like, that's my bro. And I'm like, okay, not exactly who I expected, because I expected that you were going to say Ayato. So why just Toma? And then I realized, oh wait. The thing is, too, is that Itto is so friendly, and I can just kind of figure that that's the reason why, even though he, like, causes some trouble and they arrest him, he's never had one of those situations of, okay, no, you've been arrested like 20 times and we're not going to let you get bailed out. You're going to stay in jail for like forever. They never have that because it's like Itto doesn't mean any harm. What am I looking for? He doesn't mean any harm. And he's such a nice guy.
My apologies.
That Fujosara and Kuki kind of work together and are just like, okay, yeah, just get him out of here. It's funny because Heizo was such a, I think his name is Heizo. Let me check. I might have been saying his name wrong all this time.
The name's Shikanoin Heizo, sharpest and most successful detective of the Tenryo Commission. Huh? Oh, my goodness. Life's really put you through the ringer recently, hasn't it? I can tell. Here, why don't you take a seat? Tell me the whole story.
Huh, that's weird. I've been saying his name wrong. Heizo. Heizo. Okay. I was like, I thought to myself, like, okay, either I've been saying it wrong or Paimon's been saying it wrong, or is saying it wrong. Yeah. I remember one time, I think it was during the Inazuma quest, where I think it was I had saved Toma, or technically I ran to save Toma, and then Toma saved Lumine, after she kind of got her butt kicked by A, and um and afterwards I had to get off because I had to go to bed or whatever, and I remember just kind of like hiding back here with this kind of thought of like, oh my gosh, we're wanted criminals now. She really wants to kill us. I'm just gonna hide here. I find it kind of interesting that that Toma apparently was hiding under the floor in a like a little safe area, um, and that A technically couldn't get at him after that because this area was she gifted this I think it's like she gifted the plot of land to the Kamisato or the Kamisatos, and they had the tea house built on it, so she can't what was it? Uh, to keep her honor, she can't just send people in here. It's like private area, and so Toma was down here, hiding under the floor for a good part of the quest, which I kind of want to know how. Um, Probably saying his name wrong too. And I thought I knew enough Japanese. Where is he?
Greetings. Ayaka has mentioned you on numerous occasions. Alas, my schedule has been rather busier than anticipated recently, which belated our first meeting until today. Kamisato Ayato, head of the Kamisato clan. Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Ayato. Okay, Ayato. I keep calling him Ayato, but it's Ayato. No.
Greetings. Ayaka has mentioned you on numerous occasions. Alas, my schedule has been rather busier than anticipated recently, which belated our first meeting until today. Kamisato Ayato, head of the Kamisato clan. Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Ayato. That's how his name is. Ayato. It's like it goes up and then down. But him, I kind of wonder how he felt when with the whole Toma thing, because like we saw Ayaka and how upset she was. Oh, I have been saying it right. Okay, I can't tell. Apparently, sometimes even the voice actors pronounce the names wrong. So, um, but how upset she was when Toma got captured, and so she was like she wanted to run right out there and save him, and Paimon was like, wait, you can't go. You're part of the Asho Commission. It'll put the whole group in trouble. You'll get in trouble. Let us go instead. And it's like if she was that upset, how upset was he? I mean, Toma came to Ayato and said, I pledge myself to you and your family and everything, and that's when Toma got his vision, and it's like that meant a lot to Ayato, to that he had someone on his side like that, and so for Toma to be in danger, that must have been a big deal. But unfortunately, we never actually get to see how he feels about the whole thing because he didn't come out until the end of Inazuma, and then everything was over.
There is no doubt in my mind about Toma's loyalty to the Kamisato clan. A long time ago, partly to see where he stood, I advised him that he would be better off leaving if he didn't want to get drawn into the never-ending disputes that plague public life. Still, he chose to stay. And in all the time he's been with us, he's spared me much worry. There are very few people I trust completely these days. but Toma is one of them.
Yeah, and this is where the ship came from, because everybody was like, "Oh," because Ayato is under so much stress and pressure, and and Toma being there to help him and support him means a lot. I know it's kind of funny, because I remember back when Inazuma came out and you had all these, new characters and stuff like that, and people were shipping them together. You would have people shipping Ayato and Toma, but then you'd also have people shipping Toma with Ayaka, and some of the people who shipped Toma and Ayaka would basically try to say that Ayato and Toma's ship was toxic because Ayato was so much higher position than Toma, completely ignoring the fact that Ayaka was also a higher position than Toma, considering Toma is basically, the uh, um, what is he, the maid? kind of idea. And also kind of overlooking the fact that in that ship, Ayato was the submissive character. Like he's like, what is that? Housekeeper. That's what his housekeeper is. He's not the maid. He is the housekeeper. He's a housekeeper and he's also the fixer. So it's kind of like, yeah, he knows what to do to help people. But kind of like overlooking the fact that Ayato was being sort of, as they say, a power bottom, I think they call that, and that Toma was the dominant one. So kind of interesting in that whole regard. But that's the thing, is like, don't fight over ship wars. I mean, I'm in the opinion of, hey, if I have my favorite character is getting art and getting fan fiction and getting attention, I don't really care what ship they're in. I mean, as long as it's not illegal, right? Like, I would not appreciate seeing my favorite character being shipped with an underage character. That would be really icky. But, in this case, I mean, you could ship, in my opinion, you could ship Ayato with Toma, with Itto, with Yamiko, with with Nivilet, whatever. And all I cared about was, hey, more Ayato fan art. That's all I care about. So there you go. Alrighty. Well, I think we're going to wrap up now. We will be doing more of the Itto event tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So I hope you guys can come on by and say hi. Thank you so much for coming. And I will see you later. Have a good night if you are going to bed. And have a good rest of your day if you are just starting off your day. Okay, bye.